So you'll come across a lot of people and they say, "Oh, I've tried meditation, it doesn't work."
Yes.
And
Yeah.
how many times did you try it? Once or twice. That's like saying, I ate once or twice. We eat every day. And it's kind of like to say, you don't have to meditate every day. But like sometimes people think you have to sit in the lotus position with your thumbs a certain way and you have to close your eyes. I discuss lots of different ways with people, but what I've actually learned is with me, I could even have been on the beach grounding, bare feet, and just looking out at the waves. And that was a form of meditation. Yeah. Listening to good, really nice music. And you just find something that works for you. The other one is breath work. So I get people coming in, they talk about chakras, they talk about yoga, they talk about all different types of breath work and even plant medicine and different things. And sometimes people, they do plant medicine once and they get kind of like, that works for them. They understand the world and everything. What I say is just be open. So like a lot of the conversation that I'm having with the guests is kind of discussing their journeys, but also like because I'm conscious, people say, I don't have time for meditation. I've got meditations on my podcast that's 1 minute, 5 minutes, and it's sum up to 2 hours. And I try to use the frequency as well, because even with music and stuff, sometimes they've modified the frequencies with music. So it's like, 434, I think is the correct one, and a lot of music is 440. So I try to have good frequencies as well, and you probably wouldn't even notice it, but I think it's healing the soul as well. And some people are saying with the chakras.
Yeah, well, and I mean, I love that you bring this up, because the weird thing about meditation is there's no tangible results. You don't really know what the heck is actually going on, or at least it's kind of hard for people to be sold into it, because you feel like you're just sitting still and doing nothing. And for me, I know it's when after I do it, I feel a lot more refreshed. And for me, it's also important because it helps me be less attached to the outcomes of things, so that I don't get so result oriented and so like egotistical about getting a certain result. It kind of just allows me to be present with whatever happens, and I think that's so important to have. So I'm glad that you meditate. I didn't think you would, but that explains how you're able to at least take the load of so many things and and not
like I think because people say I don't have time to meditate. It slows down time. That's when you should meditate. And you don't have to do it for an hour. You can do it just for 5 minutes. And even if we look at the breath work, because sometimes the breath, like I've often said that people say they smoke because it's relaxing. And I think it's because you're breathing properly, even though you're putting toxic fumes into your body. You don't go out and go, they smoke because they're getting the breath, and that's why they feel relaxed. If you do the exact same thing, if you want to give up smoking, just get a little pipe or something like that with nothing in it and do the exact same thing. You'll get the same feeling.
Yeah,
it's like work on the breath work as well, and you can get breath works that are a few minutes and even longer. But if like some facilitators, sometimes it's like you can see visualizations from going heavy into breath work. So some people, all I say is it's like going to a doctor or going anywhere, a chiropractor. One is terrible, one is brilliant. Don't have your experience based on one person. Start shopping around. Start talking to people. Listen to, not necessarily my podcast. There's a lot of different versions, but it mightn't be for you. You might find a different podcast or a different system, shorter ones, a certain one. Just find something that works for you. Just like this kind of thing of, I don't think of it. I don't think that's possible. We all have thoughts, but what you do is your clutter mind or your thinking of everything just slows down, and then it stops, and then you're kind of present. And if you have a thought, grand, I thought, okay, I should be doing this, I should whatever it is, I should have the car cleaned or whatever, and then you come back and just be present and don't beat yourself up. And when you're not beating yourself up and you're just enjoying it, don't make that you force yourself to do it. So start off, do a minute, just all right, I'm just going to step away for 5 minutes. Like most people when they're working, with the smoking, they're taking 10-minute breaks every hour.
Yeah.
But we don't do it. When you're not smoking, you're just working. And sometimes you're getting tired. If you go away and just breathe, if you feel tired, go in, have a 5-minute break, go outside and start breathing properly. You come back like full of energy and you find what works for you.
No, the beauty of meditation is when the more you do it, the more you start to realize your life starts to feel like a meditative process. And it's very hard to explain, but in that stillness, it starts to transform throughout other parts of your life. This podcast, I don't know how to explain it, but whenever I'm podcasting, I feel very still. I just feel focused. I don't feel like I'm distracted. I feel like I'm very present in the moment. And I try to feel like that throughout everything I'm doing, whether I'm writing, whether I'm doing work.